take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright,
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Pow. Premiere album still gonna happen.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me holding out on faith. I don't wanna go to war. You don't want.
The new season starts now. I'm Scott Hansen, and you are tuned in to the brand new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucks at home to take on the Cowboys. And it's the Tampa Bay defense coming up with the big play here. They forced the interception, they've got room, they're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Bucks take care of business. The number 2 seed will get another home game in the divisional round. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Denver Broncos. And this is the former Ohio State star back in the Buckeye State, Emeka Egbuka. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's got the ball, he's got a head of steam, he has a touchdown, 33 yards to the house. The Saints make a statement. They are not to be taken lightly. The number 6 seed knocks off the number 3. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
These players are on the last year of their contract. You can view the players' overall interest in your team here.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up. You always pull me closer to
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
This is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gardner along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100%. about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with a first touchdown. Super Bowl and a... one at that. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Dances by him. But he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready! Get on! Get on!
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Hey, officer, what?
Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Play action, now it's Daniels. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
They'll run again here with Robinson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Now it's Jackson. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tua going to throw. This one complete down the field to Goddard. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Dallas Goddard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script, didn't show us everything. is that here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just the extra point be done. With it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. After the turnover, it's Tua. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here. First half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
9 brings up 3rd and 3.
180. 180.
Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's good for a Jets. First down. First and goal at the
Jackson. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now it's Jackson. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score on a fellow return. Touchdown, LA. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And New York set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Well, guys take one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To number 13, Christian Kirk. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Jackson.
At the 31-yard line.
Smith and Jigba with the grab. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for
touchdown, Allen! Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams Rams are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Jackson throwing to start the drive. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Lewis Ceedee. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now 3rd down and very long. Robinson up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he fields it cleanly. So 2 quarters in one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup. It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Back at the 25.
Now Browning. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taken in at the 22. Oh, good move. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And they go play action. Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Ooh, the juke. Touchdown, LA! Jaden Daniels, 34 yards. And the Rams are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
To throw, Browning. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jets first down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Here's Browning. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Anthony Jennings bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. This is intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and he's got him in, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. George Pickens, 89 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Browning over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Browning. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
To the air goes Daniels. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Rams add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory.
And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Daniels.
And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 17 yards out.
And the Rams take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
And New York set to take the field.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They run again with Dalvin.
And he stopped immediately there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Operating from the gun. Brown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he did get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title. There he goes, right side. Saquon Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it's a high five for that one. His fifth rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings. It will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here is third down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Browning.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's good for a Jets first down.
On the run, it's Darnold.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Browning. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Back to throw. Browning. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
On the podium, Commissioner Goodell going to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Los Angeles Rams. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew,
Poses.
You don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream. Better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. Just better get it off. Yeah. Set it off. Look, it's almost over now, almost over now. You don't succeed 'cause you hesitate. You think we're flying. Don't ask us why, 'cause if you don't, can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm running on the top of a cop's car. I'm a rebel, it's almost over now, almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle and when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now. You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of my car. I'm a rebel,
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We start at MetLife Stadium. The Jets at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And this is the LA defense coming up with the big play. They force the fumble, ball's loose, and then the presence of mind to scoop it up, and he wants to score. He will. Touchdown. The Rams get it done. Congratulations to them. They are your Super Bowl champions.